welcome them to Never Park the Bus. We've got Gaffer in the building. We've got Magic. We've got Tav. We had Toby. I think he's on a call or something. I'm going to give it a second, see if he comes back. Do you know what? He can join in afterwards. The question I was going to ask today, if given a rating out of 1 to 10, yeah, we're going to rate these managers 1 to 10. We're going to take Klopp out because Klopp is Klopp. We're going to take Pep out because Pep is Pep. 1 to 10, we're going to go through Oli, we're going through Lampard, Jose, Ancelotti, and Arteta. Yeah? 1 to 10. What would be your ratings on, let's start with Lampard. Let's start with Mr. Tav.
No half ratings, no?
No what, sorry?
No half ratings, no? Like, can't give him a half rating.
No halves. Solid numbers.
All right, so Lampard, I'm going, what we saying? One the best, 5 the worst, yeah?
1 the best, 10 the worst.
10 the worst. See, Lampard started off the season. I'd say started off the season around about 3, 4. But now, his true colours are shining, man. He's got to be, for me, bang on average manager. In my eyes, bang on average manager. Like nothing special about him. You know, I'm probably going to give him I'll give him a 6, man. 5, 6 max, absolute max.
5, 6, Gaff.
Well, he's not won nothing yet, so I can't think it's fair to judge him. So I'll probably just say, yeah, at the moment he's got a lot to prove. 4 or 5.
4, 5, 5, 6. Okay, Magic.
What we rating it like 1 the highest, 10 the lowest, yeah?
Yeah.
And what is it based off what they've done, or is it just off this season alone?
You could round it up to what you've seen since he's been in, to be fair.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna give Frank 4 or 5, to be honest. Yeah, I think obviously with no transfer window that he had last season, bringing in guys, they look like they're starting to come together now. So yeah, they're knocking goals in. Thiago Silva looks like, and that Mendy, the goalkeeper's doing well. So I have to give him a 4 or 5.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd go 5, 6 as well. So we'll call it 5. Yeah. On the Lampard, I think with Lampard, I know everyone disagrees with me. Most people disagree with me with everything I say, but it tends to come out later on down the line that they agree with me. But
only in your head it comes out.
No, we see it. So, but I think personally with Lampard, I think out of all the managers that was gifted the team that you'd say was gifted rather than earned, I think he was gifted the best team. He's put in the best situation, and now he's got no excuse. They've been back to the hills. He's got the best squad up outside Liverpool and Man City, and I don't think he's got the sauce. I don't think he's got the sauce, man. So I would say 5. I think he should be doing a lot better and look a lot better with that team personally.
100%.
So let's call it a 5 all over. Let's go to Oli. I know you're down for Oli. We'll start with Gaffer. I know you're down to get stuck in. Oli there.
Well, it's not about stuck in. I just think he's a couple of games away from losing his job. So I told you this, I think when I first came on him many months ago, he's not going to do anything for Man United. I think Man United saw him as a long-term appointment. I think you're saying it's a short-term appointment in terms of because they're not ready to spend money. I think Man United did see him as a long-term appointment, and I think he's had plenty of time. And I would love to know, you probably can tell me, what is his win ratio?
No clue, but it was better. It was better than Klopp's after the same amount of games. It was better than was it Fergie's? I think it's better than Fergie's. It was better than all the top managers after the same amount of games. You hate that. You didn't want that answer.
I don't know. When Klopp took over Liverpool, they were terrible. Steven Gerrard was the only good player there, I think.
I think we can say the same for Man United. I think it's safe to say. I think
Man United, even under Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho,
didn't win anything.
I know, but he did under Mourinho.
Well, not the league. Since Fergie went, we've been a shambles.
Anyway, going back on it, I'm giving Oli, and it's a generous 7.
Oh, wow, bro! I'm surprised you said 7 there. I'll be honest. So Toby, basically, what we've done here since you missed it, we're
Yeah,
rating.
sorry about that. It was my battery.
We're rating the managers from 1 to 10. 1 being the best, 10 being terrible.
Okay.
The managers we're rating. We've taken out Klopp. We've taken out Pep. We're rating Oli, Arteta, Jose, Ancelotti, and Oli, Lampard, Jose.
Why have we taken out Klopp and Pep?
Because they're just top managers in the league. So far we went with Lampard. It turned out we all gave Lampard 5. What do you give Lampard?
Out of 10?
Yeah.
5?
That's what I said.
Nah, come on. Nah, listen. Nah. Come on, listen.
What does he deserve?
If we're going off since he's been at Chelsea as the manager, bro, first season, he did what was expected. Top 4 and got to a cup final. Yeah, probably should have won that cup final, but things broke a different way. Second season, and also the window. Bro, our recruitment, as much as we bought smartly, a lot of players are joining because of Lamps, because of his pool. So I'm gonna give him.
He said that with his chest. He said that with his chest.
I'm giving him a 7. I'm giving him a 7.
Man.
No,
I'm giving him a 7. Hold on.
He's doing it the other way around. So
No. Let me
one's
make my
the
point,
highest.
innit? Because you lot have said 5. Let me make my point.
No, he's saying 1's the highest.
7. I'm giving him 7 out of 10.
Yeah, but he's saying
So that means he's bad.
1 is the highest.
Oh, no, we leave it as that. 7's nice.
I thought you're going.
Let's leave it as that. Let's leave it as
Yeah,
that.
he's doing it the other way.
No. All right.
The 5's decent now, yeah. Nice, bro.
I'll give him a 3. I'll give him a 3 if we're going your way. That makes no sense, though. How does a lower score give you a higher?
You're one of them guys, isn't it? You question it. You're one of them. You come straight in. Everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. Well, you're all doing it all wrong.
All over the shop. A 3 is better than a 7. Since when? But all right.
All right. Listen, Toby, where do you want to finish this season? Number 3 or number 7?
Oh God.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Look. All I'm gonna say is, Frank's made the changes that people said he needed to make. Defensively, we're starting to look a bit more solid. Can look at the goalkeeper. The issue with Keppel was a big one. He's
acted
quickly and brought man in. Werner seems to be scoring goals. Havertz, everyone was onto him. Give him time, he'll be a star. ZH. Where has Frank not delivered other than a trophy?
Where's he not delivered?
Yeah.
So where did he come? He came 3rd and won the Europa the season before he got there.
Came 4th.
He came 4th?
And champion and FA Cup final, wasn't it?
Did he come 4th?
Yeah, because obviously it was goal difference between United and Chelsea last year.
No, the season before that.
Oh, you're talking about
not last
Sarri?
season.
Sorry.
The season
you're
when he
talking
came
about
in.
Sarri.
The season when he came in,
Yeah.
when he took over, the previous season to when he took over, he came 3rd and won the Europa. The season when he took over, he came 4th and won fuck all.
But we lost Eden Hazard, who had been the best player in the Premiership for the last 5, 6, 7 years.
Just saying what happened.
Not 5, 6, 7 years. Few years.
Eden Hazard had been the best player. Form-wise, maybe not. But listen, Eden Hazard had been the best player in England for a long time. I'm not saying the best marksman because we all know that's Harry Kane, but technically the best player.
Yeah,
now that Eden's gone,
Hazard has been the best guy.
He's been the waviest player in England,
not 5, 6 years.
Not 5, 6 years.
No way.
All right, fine.
It's a long time, man.
Been counting from the last 3. I've been counting.
Bro, Hazard has been mad, bro.
He's been mad. The season before Hazard left, he was by far the best player in the Premier League.
Yeah,
bro.
I'd probably say 3 to 5 years for Hazard.
I'm having 5, 6 years.
In them 3 to 5 years, Sanchez was better than him at Arsenal when he was the best player in the league. There's been players been better than him, bro.
But all I'm going to say, is when Hazard was the best player in England, Chelsea won the league. He did it under Conte and he did it under Jose. And the
all I'm hearing is excuses, if I'm honest with you. The fact is, he come 3rd in Europa, then he came 4th in the Europa.
I'm giving.
All right, wait. All right, question. Yeah. So at their prime, who was a better player, Hazard or Bell?
Hazard.
Never.
No
chance.
Nah, come on, man. Not Hazard. Nah. Come on, man.
You know?
What?
Rate Bell, man. He's won Champions League 4 times, bro. Chill.
Nah.
Gareth Bell. Listen, Gareth Bell.
Gareth Bell.
Gareth Bell could carry the team,
Ronaldo. If it weren't for Messi and Ronaldo, Bell would have been the best player in the world for at least 2 years.
Yes, 100%.
Gareth Bell could carry the team. He could carry the team.
Arguments. No, Bell went to Real Madrid. He got all that hatred that was doing a Mazza every time he came on. Hazard's
never been the best player in the world.
Never.
Never.
Listen, I'm not even going to talk about all of that because you
Because
have
you'd be wrong.
got Bale closer. I'm going to talk about Bale was a solo act. Hazard.
So was Messi and Ronaldo.
That's how you become the best player in the world, or you be the best player.
And they're great
Messi's
solo
not a
act.
solo act, bro. Messi
And right
does his bits on his own,
now,
but he
I think
brings in
Son's
other
on his
players.
way to being a solo act for Tottenham, mate. If he carries on. Anyway, go on.
Listen, all I can see, all I have seen is Eden Hazard make his teammates better because he finds
What's he
them.
done since he left Chelsea?
Bale don't
wait.
find no one. He gets the ball and he does his own.
I don't know, man, but you say that, but Hazard was slightly greedy, man. He was a greedy guy, man. Very greedy on the ball, which is good. It's not a bad thing.
Hazard, yeah, Tav. He almost single-handedly won Chelsea the league, bro.
Therefore, no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Why not fully?
All I heard was almost.
No, he did.
He obviously had other players in there with him. He had
The
other good players around him, but bro, he was crazy. Bro.
That's like saying Bale won the Champions League a couple of times around.
Listen, when Bale was for me,
Bale at his
best. Bale at his best, yeah. Bale at his best was at Spurs, personally, yeah.
But the effect he had on Spurs,
nothing.
The effect that he had on Spurs with the team that Spurs had was way bigger.
We was like a championship team.
You had Luka Modric. You had people that could put the ball in the back of the net as well.
No, Modric was just starting out, man. He was young. Chill.
No, don't Luka Modric.
Yeah. He was young.
Ah, nah, he was a baller.
He was a baller, but I'm saying he was young. He didn't get the ratings.
Didn't Modric go to Madrid before Bale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did, bro. Bale had his madness season under AVB. Yeah, that was when he was running the length of the pitch and whacking it top. Bale's top season was AVB. I know you're a Spurs fan.
I'm guaranteeing this. He is AVB.
Yeah. Luka Modric.
He had a good season under AVB, but I'm saying Harry Redknapp busted him on the wing.
Yeah, he was the guy. We had taxi for Mike on in that, innit? That was the season where he came through. But all I'm going to say is Bale as a solo act was probably the most startling thing we've seen since CR7. But Eden Hazard had to carry a bigger team, bigger expectation, and bigger pressure. And when he was the player of the year, when Eden Hazard was the player of the year, Chelsea won the league because we did it under Conte and we did it under Jose.
Who was in that team? Name me some players. I'm sure Hazard had better players around than Bale.
Yeah, of course, because he's playing for Chelsea, bruv. What are you going to say? Like, what
that's
you
what
wanted
I'm saying,
to play with
that's what Chris is saying, that Bale had to carry
but he didn't carry you nowhere, bruv. You didn't do nothing. You didn't even win a cup.
Nah, yeah, I hear you, but come on, mate. He was doing world-class performances with dead players. He had someone that to pass in the ball at some point in the pitch.
Listen, I hear you that might have had an easier job because he's working with more talent.
Well, that's what I think Chris was trying to say.
But the weight of pressure at Chelsea is a lot more than at Tottenham, bruv.
Anyway, we've given him a 5 overall.
You give Lamps a 5. I've given him a 3 because
you gave him a 3, but overall
he's done everything that he needs. He's done everything that he's been asked to do. Other than win a trophy, and a trophy would have been a blessing.
It averages out to a 5, Chris said.
Yeah, it does. Let's move on. Let's move on to Ollie. MJ's coming late as well. We'll just skip his one on Lampard. We'll go straight to Ollie. What we're doing is we're basically rating the managers from 1 to 10, 1 being the best, 10 being terrible. We've got Ollie, Lampard, Jose, Ancelotti, and Arteta. We've done Lampard already. We're now on Ollie.
I already answered. I said
what was
7.
your one?
So mine was 7, so we can move on from it.
His one was 7. Let's go straight over to MJ.
What's going on, boys? You said 1 being the best, 10 being rubbish, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably give Ollie 5.
All right, fair enough. Any reasons why?
1 being the best, 10 being rubbish. His first season, what he did at United, before we got the contract, I feel we done quite well. Oh, sorry. I'm talking about when he first went to United. What are you talking just from this season? Sorry.
No, the whole time he's been at United.
Okay.
That's crazy.
What? Can everyone hear me?
Sounds like a cat being strangled.
I don't know, man.
What's all that noise?
Is that the washing machine, bruv?
No, that's my laptop, blood.
That is mad.
Was it super loud?
I've got one of them hood washing machines as well, but we can hear it in every room in the house.
What is it? Terrible, boys. Terrible.
It's a Mazzoline. But go on anyway.
Sounds like you're in Heathrow still. I'm not gonna lie.
Taking off suit. All right, cool. No, I'll give him a 5. Based on what he's done at the moment, from when he started up to now, I'll give him a 5. I think, like I've said in the group a few times, that infamous signing in regards to Bruno, I think he's done a lot to help out Oli. I don't know where Oli would be. I don't know where Man United would be if Fernandes wasn't there. Do you know what I mean? Whether you call him Fernandes or whatever you want to call him, I think he's done a lot for United. Also, as well, the only bad thing I feel for Oli is a bit like Pochettino. He's not really been supported in the transfer market. So, with the resources that he has, he's done an okay job.
Okay, fair enough. Magic, Oli.
I'm gonna give Oli a 4. Yeah, man. Like, he's not being backed, but it's the thing for me is it's some of the decisions he makes during the game. He brings on players too late. Little things like I don't see us really with any real style patterns of play, things like that. I think the coaching's whack. You know my opinion on the coaching already. So, but yeah, for what he's done with that team, he's done a decent job. So I'll give him a 4 at least. Like that's if that's me being harsh, to be fair. But yeah, I'll give Oli a solid 4.
Okay, got 4, 5. Obviously, Gas will give a 7. Toby.
It's an 8, bruv. He's not getting better than an 8. No, real talk, bruv. Like, name me one game where Oli has done anything tactically that you thought, yeah, serious coaching.
He played the 4-4-2 diamond against RB Leipzig and beat them 5-0. I could keep going.
PSG.
I could keep going. I could.
PSG, man.
What?
I could.
You're talking
PSG,
about a group game.
It came from 2-0 down and beat them. Never been done before. Never been done before. I could keep going. I could.
It's facts,
I could.
It's facts.
I'm the guy with the facts, bro. I'm the guy. You come to me anytime you want to know anything. I'll sort you out, bro. I'll sort you out.
Bro, you named the group game in, what was it, like the early rounds of the Champions League against RB Leipzig, big Man United manager, and that's the best that you...
So we can answer it, but we're not allowed to answer it. This is the way you want it.
Listen, Oli's a friend to these men on the training ground, yeah? So he gets an 8 for being a friend. Yeah, he's not a manager and he's not a coach. I don't see anything tactically from him, yeah? And to a certain extent, it's just a matter of time until he collects.
There's nothing wrong with being a friend. There's nothing wrong with being a friend, but obviously, do they respect him?
I think they respect him enough, yeah, to put in a shift when they hear his job's on the line. That's when I see the players actually play for Oli.
That's a fair point.
See, my point is, how can you give Oli that number when you're giving Lampard?
Yes.
Would you give Lampard? Because he's done the same thing. Like he's done exactly the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Man United.
That's why I'm just disregarding what he said. I'm just going to get past it.
No. Go on. Listen, Frank Lampard brought through 8 players from the youth team, yeah, into the first team. 5 of which are still first team players. Yeah. Oli went and got Bruno Fernandes, probably been the signing of the last 2 years.
So what are we saying about Greenwood then? What are we saying about Greenwood though?
No. Where are United right now? 15th.
13th.
But he's having a bad spot. but that's not the point, though. But that's not the point. But what I'm trying to get at is,
you're saying that's not the point. League position is the point.
Bro, we ain't even at Christmas yet. We ain't even at Christmas yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even at Christmas yet, man.
Let him fizzle out. You can't listen to that. You can't listen to that.
The only thing I was thinking, fair point he did make, that is a brave. I know he had no choice. He couldn't sign anyone, but to bring 8 players through and 5 still playing the first team, you got to give big credit for that. So maybe even my score should have been a little bit kinder on that front, because I think that's big in the Premier League.
Who's the 5?
We've got Reece James, we got Mason Mount, we got Tammy Abraham, Billy Gilmore. If he's obviously not injured, because he was a
first team player. A bunch of dead man.
But I'll chill. Reece James is a
dead man. You're playing Luke Shaw, bruv, and you're telling me about Reece James.
So what? Who's top? Let's say who's top 2 at Chelsea right now? Who did he bring through the system that's top 2 at Chelsea right now?
Reece James.
The top 2, 100%. Reece James, I would say, is one of the key players.
So let me ask you this question. Yeah, I know they're different positions. It's hard to compare, but who's had more of an impact, Reece James or Mason Greenwood?
Greenwood all day.
You know what I'm saying? And he bought it through the ranks. No, he done the same thing. So how are we?
Hold on. How can you say Greenwood? I disagree with that.
Anytime.
Reece James has been sick, man.
Let me ask you this question.
Anytime you talk sense and say something like that, it's so funny, bro.
No.
Because man will say things on impulse, on like emotion. They don't think about what's going on. Like Reece James, simply released the top 10 youngsters in the Prem and in Europe.
I ain't even hearing Reece James' names. I ain't even hearing his name.
He's nowhere to be seen, bro.
It's mad.
You're just typical fans that only rate attackers, man. You got rating.
I'll tell you this now for a fact.
I can't listen to this stuff.
I'll tell you this now for a fact. At the end of the season, Reece James would have played 30 plus first team starts. Mason Greenwood will be less than 20, bro.
And who would have made the most impact? And who would have made the most impact?
Mason Greenwood.
That's even worse.
Mason Greenwood will be lucky to have more than 15 goal involvement.
Who played for England the most? Who played for England the most this season?
Reece James, of course.
Hold up. You said Mason Greenwood would be lucky to have 15 goal involvements, but he scored 17 goals.
Yes.
He scored 17 goals.
How he scored 17 goals already?
How many goals he scored? I got that wrong. Wait, how many gols he scored last season?
17 goals. Behave, bruv. He's Lewandowski.
I don't even know.
No, do you know why? I can't remember who said it.
Nah, bruv. You better guess.
I'm asking. Listen to this, because obviously with Rashford, Greenwood, and Martial, they outscored Liverpool.
I'll tell you this right now. So I'm trying to score a goal this season that Mason Greenwood ain't gonna score, bruv. Go check the tape. Check the tape.
Reece James, you can't
Reece James didn't pick out top bins from 30 yards, bruv.
My point is last season. Last season, he definitely got more goal involvements.
You picked. Listen.
Last season, he got more goal involvements than Reece James. This season's a new season, so let's get to the end of this season. Let's see what happens.
Because you're talking about a striker versus a right back.
You said it, bro.
No, but
you said it. What are you doing? You need to go back to bed. You need to go back to bed.
I said Reece James will have more starts than Mason Greenwood, and I said out of the Mason Greenwood, let's say 20 starts that he has, Reece James will have more goal assists.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
I spoke about Mason Greenwood's goal involvements, but I spoke about Reece James' goal assists.
All right, that's on video.
Right back to a striker,
brother. It's on video.
No, but we said that though. We said that anyway. We weren't trying to compare the two, but we just obviously that's what we had to do. The top rankings from each team. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you had the absolute
Reece James going to have a more important season than Mason Greenwood because Chelsea needed more, and he's a better player.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chelsea show. Moving on.
You man tried to go for that deep water and it didn't go well.
Who's done Ollie? Who hasn't done Ollie?
No, I haven't done. I haven't done Ollie.
Let's go over to Tav.
Back in line with what I was saying before, man. I'm giving him the same rating as Lampard. 5-6. He hasn't done too much. He's done. He had a good season to start off with. And now he's just kind of falling off. You know what I'm saying? So he's not getting more than that for me.
All right, fair enough. Me personally, I'd give him a 3. The reason why I'd give him a 3 is he came into a team that was shocking. They was down in the dumps under Jose when he took them over. 14
that won 2 trophies.
14 straight wins. Not that season. We was in like 14th or something. Everyone's talking about relegation. He came in, took over a team that was on their face. Team that their morale was on the floor, and he got the highest ever in Premier League history run of wins in a row. He also came back from 2-0 down deficit in Europe, and won it. Can I say my piece? Everyone spoke, and he coming back. That's never ever been done before. He's broke records. He's done so well. He didn't get backed. He had a team that everyone said was trash. We lost all our players. We lost Lukaku, Herrera, Sanchez.
Lost all he sold him.
Let me just say what I say. He lost all of these players that everyone was saying he's a PE teacher. He's crap. He came third. So this season's kicked off. Obviously, we're in COVID times. It's a madness. He hasn't done so well. It's after 7 games. It's not the end of the season. So where he came third, I'm going to give him a 3. But overall... You're
a girl, man. I swear to God, you make things sound pretty, bro, all the time.
I'm just saying the facts. Like everything I said was a fact. It was actually true.
You didn't say he lost him. He didn't want Lukaku. He didn't want Sanchez. He chose to get rid of those.
Whatever you want to say, man. But end of the day, that's what happened, and he came third. And everyone said he was a PE teacher. He's crap, and that's what he done. So in my ratings, he gets a 3. Rounding it up,
5.
It's probably going to be about 6. And it's going to be under Lampard because obviously you've dropped it down to a 7. He's dropped it down to 8. Everyone else has put it up higher, but it is what it is. So it'd be about 5 or 6, but I'll give him a 6 because obviously that's how you don't want it to be. So it's cool. Let's
what
go.
What do you think? What do you think the hierarchy of Man United think of Oli? And the
I
job he's
think
done
they
so
are
far?
over the
You
fucking
got a cheap
moon.
option.
They're
cheap
over the
option.
moon. Do you know why? They don't have to deal with a manager who's going to be calling them out for all the things that they're doing and the reason why they're winning the club.
So the positive for them with Oli is that he keeps his mouth stum and he does what he's told like a good
Yes.
He
little
does
boy.
what he's told. He keeps his mouth stum. He stays happy.
Toby.
He stays happy, and he came third, and Lampard came fourth. That's
that-
why.
is that-
That's why. Have that, innit? Have that. So anyway, now you swallowed that. Now you swallowed that,
Hold on.
and you've
No,
had that
hold
one
on.
on the chin. We're gonna move on.
Man United.
Right? So now
Man
we're
United.
going over to
Don't ask me anything
Mikel Arteta, and we're gonna
Big
start
boy
with
Man
Magic.
United, Chris. You're accepting
1
that.
to 10.
Wow.
Mikel Arteta over some Magic, please. Let's stay on course.
Man United, you
in the
know.
worst, yeah.
When I grew up, Man United were the biggest team in the world.
Bro, you grew up a long time ago. You're old boy now. Magic.
Team in the world. Man
Yeah,
United.
bro, you had all Nokia 8210, 66.
Before that, bro. Before that.
You had dial-up. You had dial-up internet.
No,
you had
bro.
Atari 1000.
That man had Motorola and them thing there.
You
Come
had
on,
a
way
madness.
back.
You had a madness, bro. You saw Bobby Moore. You saw everyone.
Oh, stop it.
definitely.
Bobby
Man United.
Magic.
Did you say George Best and them, man?
George
I
Best.
can't believe that. I can't believe that. Man United, you know, I can't just accepting that mediocre. Big Man United, you know.
Boys, can we push on? Magic. We're going over to Mikel Arteta.
10 being the worst, yeah,
10 being the worst. Oh shit.
bro.
I imagine, don't kill me, please.
No, you know, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice and give him 7.
Jeez.
I'm gonna be nice. That's me being
Any reason why?
above. This Arteta ball, this is a joke thing, cuz. Bruv, they're screaming Arteta ball, and bruv, like, what's he doing, bro? What's he doing? I think the best thing he's done is bring in that Saka youth, and other than that, I can't see where they're going for them. I can't. They'll get a couple wins here and there, but bruv,
No consistency.
He got Aubameyang to sign. That's not bad.
yeah, he got.
Yeah, now look at him.
How much?
How much? He's got Lacazette there. He's got Lacazette there, and we all know he's Wackazette. He's putting in that Eddie Nketiah, bruv, and brother, he's so bad. Like, bro, I don't know. I really don't. Bro, we've got Willian there. Why is Willian even playing?
Because we weren't going to offer him a contract, bro.
That's not like Willian. Like what, bro? Like Pepe. What's Pepe doing, bro?
Fam, I can't actually. Pepe is. He might be a write-off. You know, he might be a write-off.
He said might.
That, you know, I feel bad for him. I do feel.
He
bad
reminds me of George Ware's cousin who played for Southampton.
You remember that?
I feel
Alim Dia and them man there, bro. That Bops Graham Tunis, bro.
No, Pepe is a Europa player.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
don't even know if he's even that. That is a real.
That's the only time he scores, Cass.
Yeah, big man thing.
You
Bruv, I don't know. Like, I feel sorry for him to an extent because obviously he has to work with like this bad like jazz, innit?
Yeah, but he knew that before he signed.
Exactly. So fair enough. They papered over hella cracks with that FA Cup win, but other than that,
And charity show.
yeah, bro. Like Donny's playing like he's playing with this back five, and then he's bro. Nah, he's dead, man.
Gaffer.
Listen, I'm giving him a 1.
Huh?
What?
And
You know,
I'll
one's
tell
the
why.
highest, yeah?
Hold on. No, I'll tell you why. Yeah, I know. I was here at the start of the show, MJ. I know. I'll tell you why. I want him to stay in the job. If I say he's shit, he's going to get sacked. I want him to stay in the job because I love it. Right? That's it, mate. So he's the best manager in Arsenal's history. Please stay in the job. Don't sack him.
Sack him.
Man,
That's my
you
thing.
know,
That's
and
my
said
thing.
give him lifetime contract.
Lifetime, bro.
Give him the
Remember they said
contract.
I'll taught Guardiola everything, you know. Let him stay in the job and teach Guardiola everything from over there. Yeah.
That was mad. I know who came out with that first.
But
That
yeah,
was mad.
but yeah.
Alright.
In all seriousness, that was a bit of banter. But still, I don't want to get sacked because then, you know what I mean, there's some big man, Pochettino might go there and break my heart.
No, I doubt he will, you know.
Nah, I don't think he'd do
Man
that.
ain't been out of work for a year, you know. Bills have got to be paid, you know.
Got to feed these kids and that, man.
I hear that still.
I'll probably say, has he spent much money?
How much did Partey?
Partey, innit? 50.
Pepe.
8 million on Luis.
But wasn't Pepe before Arteta?
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but Gabriel. So he's probably spent about a oneers. You probably spent about a oneers, eh?
Shit, though, in the Premier League, really, isn't it?
Nah, oneers is still a oneers, bruv. Oneers is still a oneers. Trust me, 100 mil is that. Trust me.
In all seriousness,
Oli ain't got
I think Arsenal were dead before he came, so I don't think he's improved them.
Cheeky guy.
I don't think he's improved them. He got a little 5-6 games out when he came in, but they blew up because they never worked so hard, apparently. Legs bust open and all that, hamstrings, big Premier League players pulling hamstring injuries because they're not fit. Yeah, I'm probably have to say 7, you know, 7, 8, like.
7, 8.
Give him 8, bruv. It's the same as Oli, bruv. It's an 8, bruv.
Same as Oli.
Yeah, it's an 8, bruv. You can't get... Bruv, listen, Oli got 10 games where Man United were playing like Man United, and then everything come back down to earth. Arteta got 10 games where Arsenal were tough to beat, and they got the FA Cup, and now they've come back down to...
Arsenal got the best defensive record in the Premier League.
Yeah, but you know what the problem is with Arsenal, yeah? Like,
they ain't showing it.
For me, the way I see it with Arsenal is Arsenal work on their weaknesses, like get serious, get a good result, then get gassed, and then get pumped by any random team that you didn't see coming. Like this has happened for years, though. It's been happening for years, though. Arsenal get gassed, bruv. Yeah, with after like two months of good results, and they're like, yeah, we're back, yeah, this and that, bruv. Just go about your work quietly, innit?
Arsenal fans, and there's no disrespect, I've got some friends that are Arsenal fans, but I really find their football knowledge very low, if I'm honest with you, because
that's so nonchalant.
Like the only one very few Arsenal fans I respect, but one of them is my friend Anton. But the rest of them, the fucking shit they come out of this. Listen, I know I back Tottenham to the hills, but when it comes down to it, I do think I'm realistic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do, you know what I mean? I'm not sitting here going to say Tottenham going to win the league and we're the best thing since sliced bread, but Arsenal fans, they just fucking the gas.
Delusional. You're looking for delusion.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's what winds me up about them. If they was a bit more like humble and accepted that they're shit, that's it. Like, and when they win a couple of wins, they should be happy. But they think, as my manager said, if they win a couple of games, they're going to say they're going to challenge for the Premier League again.
They said that after they beat Fulham 3-0.
That's the thing. The phrase, you know, the phrase I hate, and I hear it too often. We're back. Bro, like as if that's meant to send like, as if that's meant to ring round the league like, ooh, Arsenal are gonna come and do. You're not the bad man. Like Arsenal have not been a bad man team for over a
Patrick
decade.
Vieira days, mate. Patrick Vieira days. That's when they were good.
Yeah, like you don't bad anyone up. Like you go on a little run. You maybe nick a trophy. Like there's no dominance. There's no team like Aubameyang. You see how they were clouting Aubameyang at the end of last season like it was Henry. Bro, we've not feared like an Arsenal striker like that. As you said, Lacazette, bro.
You've got to work it out. How many of them players, name me an Arsenal player you want in your team tomorrow to replace someone in your team? There's none. There's none for me.
Maybe.
I'd take Turney. I'd probably take Aubameyang over Tammy. That's about it.
I wouldn't take Aubameyang over Harry Kane or Son. So there's
no, of course not. You've got the best striker in the country.
I'll take Turney. I'll take the left back.
You take what?
Nah, I ain't taking over Chilwell, bro.
Saka.
He ain't getting
and Saka, and Saka. I'll take Saka.
Nah, I ain't taking Saka over Pulisic. Aubameyang for me is, and maybe the
I'll
goalkeeper.
Take Saka left back. Therefore.
Who do you say the goalie? Who said the goalie?
I'll take the goalkeeper over Kepa, bro.
Back over who?
Yeah, but you won't take him over your goalie.
Nah, not Mendy, not the new man, bro. I
and
thought
Chris
we were talking about
ain't taking the goalie over even De Gea, and Chris hates De Gea.
Who's goalie?
You ain't taking Arsenal's goalie over De Gea.
Can't be Leno.
Look, so it is this season.
No way, Chris, please don't say that.
Look, I'll be honest with you, yeah? Everyone is too reactionary. This is fans. I just watch everyone and laugh to myself. But this is only 6-7 games gone. If we're talking about what we saw from last season, if it's last season, I'll take Leno all day. This has been 6-7 games, and I can't rate it yet. I can't rate it yet. I just can't rate it yet. I know everyone else can. Man United shit, all these shit, we're all shit. I get that. That's what everyone else does, but I can't personally do that. I know it's only 6-7 games.
So I'm saying, who would you be desperate to take from Arsenal? If they said you can go and buy one
in Arsenal, I'll tell you who I could take. At this moment in time, my mind isn't made up that De Gea's back. Yeah, even though he has performed this season, I'll give it to him. I'm so happy he has. Yeah, but I can't say he's back. I'm waiting for him every game to fuck up. So I'd take Leno. I would take Tierney over Luke Shaw. I would take Gabriel over any of our centre backs, and I wouldn't take any the rest of them. I wouldn't take Bellerin over Wan-Bissaka. I would take Partey over anyone in our midfield apart from Bruno, but he don't play the same position, but I'm just saying. So I'd take Partey. I wouldn't take no one else in their midfield. I'd take Willian over we've got no right winger, we've just got Fillion. So I'll take Willian. He's not a right winger. He's an 18-year-old kid who's playing on the right wing rather than up front. Don't get me wrong.
You're taking trouble if you take.
I'll still put Greenwood in there.
All right, cool, but cool. That's
MJ, your team must be. He's taking
talk, bro. You said about 5 man.
That's what I'm thinking. You're team's in trouble.
And I'll take Aubameyang. I take Aubameyang over wherever you want to put him. Over Rashford or over Martial. I take him over either one of them.
Not on the left.
Wherever you want to put him, striker or left, I'm taking him over Rashford or Martial. That's me. So what I see? I see goals. I see results. I see every season the top goal scorer. That will never be Rashford his whole career, and it won't be Martial, but it will be Aubameyang. So that's who I'm taking.
Right, Man United in trouble then, bro. But Chelsea and Tottenham ain't taking none of them. Maybe Partey.
Aubameyang is the only one over Tammy Abraham, bruv. And I'm not even sure if Tammy's going to keep starting for us because when Werner finds his feet down the middle. Can we move on from Arsenal, bruv? They're just gas market free, bruv.
This is what happens. I try to organise a decent thing, and then depending on who's on, the show goes wherever it goes. I'm too tired to even deal with it today. It is what it is. Has everyone said Arteta? Who hasn't?
No, Arteta.
Let's
probably say. I'll just probably say 7 as well. Same reasons as Ty before. Whoever said it before. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah. What about you, Ty?
Yeah, same as me. 7. He's given him a bit of structure, but he's playing like he's got a Man City squad. And that's why they keep losing. So 7 tops.
I'm online, yeah.
So what are you saying? When he's doing he's writing out Man City players, yeah? Oh shit. When he's writing that in team sheet for Arsenal, he's writing Man City players and getting them to do them things.
Can you imagine man has to get the eraser out and start rubbing out that, I forgot Laporte ain't on mine.
I'll tell you, I'm going to go with 7 as well. So we can just wrap that up as a 7.
Yeah.
Let's go to Jose. And let's start with his biggest fan, Gaffer.
Oh, listen.
Go on, throw that 1 in there, bro.
Okay, listen. Right now, not even right now, for his history and what he's doing at Tottenham, because at the end of the day, we're improving. We're not great, but we're improving. I've never seen a Tottenham team look so resolute, like so solid. Yeah. And we're not even flying at the minute. 1 all day long, Chris. You answered the question.
So he's getting a 1 at Spurs. Forget what he's done at Inter Milan and Porto and all that.
At Inter Milan, he was a 1, 8-star.
Just at Spurs, since he's been at Spurs, that's all you're rating him on. And it's a 1, yeah?
I think he's improved us. We're being tremendous.
He's improved it to 1. To 1. He's improved it to 1.
Chris, I can't
Beware the trap door, bro. Beware the trap door, bro. Man's recording this thing. If you don't win a trophy, you give a man 1, bro.
I'm giving him a 1 because
leave yourself some room to breathe, bro.
No. I'm giving him a 1. Do you know why I'm giving him a 1 as well? Because Chris and them man here came to him saying he's finished, and that's why I'm giving him a 1 even more, just to rub it in their faces, because he's above Man United. He's a better manager than Man United's manager. He will win a trophy before Man United's manager. So that's why I'm giving him a 1. Yes, you're right. It should be maybe a 3, because then if he wins the Premier League, we can come back to it and say a 1. But just to piss Chris off, I'm saying a 1 all day long.
You know, the only way to piss Chris off is what actually happened. Bro, when I told you this year, do you know how certain, like within every fibre of my body, he was going to crash this season and kill your team? And I couldn't wait for it. And then Levy done what Levy done. And now the team that he's got, I don't think he's going to be so bad at all. And I'm so sad because if he didn't get those fucking signings in, he was going to be a shocker. You cannot fail with that team. If you fail with that, if you don't win nothing with that team, you are crap. You are crap.
No, I'm not having that. Listen, you're
saying that's a bit harsh.
That team is cold. Son, Kane, Bale up top. You're crazy.
Yeah, but Bell's not the same Bell.
Bro, he should be. He should be.
He should be.
Nah, him and Son should be doing a madness.
Bergwijn, Mora, you got so much depth in your team.
Chris, you have to remember.
You signed your fullbacks. You got Højbjerg now. You got all these people, bro.
Centre back with
I don't even know if Cass is taking the piss.
No, I'm being truthful. It's a complete turnaround.
I imagine those starts.
Chris, I like majority of our teams, but centre back with Kalam. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but everyone is, so that don't mean nothing.
Well, not everyone.
Even Liverpool are
there. Centre back.
Yeah.
Everyone's good at centre back. There's no good centre backs in world football. Forget it. Everyone's shit.
Yeah, they're all old now.
All right, cool. So that's one from Gaffer. Didn't see that one coming. Let's go. Let's go over to Tav.
Boy, that's a tough one. I'll give.
Don't let me down. You know he's dead.
Don't put pressure on him, Magic.
Wow. You know what? Now you know what? You know what? You know what? Now you know what? Now you know what? I like Jose. No, you know what? I like Jose, but you know what? He can't.
Don't let him pressure you. Say the truth.
Four. I'll let him hold that.
Explain your four, mate.
You know what?
Explain your four, please. Yeah, actually.
He's improved our team. He's
improved the team. He's improved the team.
He's done better than Lampard,
he's improved Harry Kane
and Arteta. Yeah,
have you seen Harry Kane's stats this season? Oh Lord,
no, but Harry Kane always had them stats though.
No, them stats this season. Check them.
But no, I get that. But Harry Kane's not been a bad player, so you can't really.
And Son,
I'm saying.
Listen,
but Son's been a bad man for a while though.
They have both been bad men, but look at them to this season together.
Yo, bro, we're 7 games in, you know.
I'm not.
We're 8 games.
We're about 15 games in. We've been playing since July. Remember that. We've been playing since July, bro.
That's the truth, Chris.
We're about 15 games in, mate, with all the Europa League. Come on.
Listen,
listen,
1 to 10.
No, listen, I'll give him a 4. I'll tell you why I'll give him a 4, because he's done a better job. It's not been as long, but he's looking a bit hopeful. But then again, you know what? 4. I'm gonna stick with the 4. I'll say no more in it.
You've done well with that because I don't think he's done better than Oli, Lampard, and Arteta.
But he's only had. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't had long, has he? When you think about it, he hasn't really had as long as Arteta and
Arteta's had the same time as him. And won
and we're above them.
And he won a trophy.
No, come on, chill.
I'm just saying. The difference between 6th for no trophy and 8th for a trophy, I mean...
What point?
But that squad last season what he had was dead.
And now you've got a way better squad than you're
I agree.
So what are you going with, 4, yeah?
Yeah, I'll give him a 4. I'll let him hold the 4.
All right, let's get a bit of more perspective in there. Let's go over to Magic.
Yeah. Oh Lord. Jose, yeah.
You gotta explain yourself as well.
It's like he can't wait.
Man wants to see you working out, bro. Don't just get the answer. Show me the working out, bro.
Before I give my rating, how you man are rating like saying, Bruno Fernandes is saving Ollie's job, bro. Harry Kane's doing the same rascal thing, fam.
I was gonna say that. I'm so happy.
He's injured.
Son, and not Son, no.
If there was no Harry Kane, they'd be in 14th, bro.
No. Listen,
what about Son?
Son is banging them in. Son is banging them in
because Kane's setting them up.
Thank you, but Son is playing next to Højbjerg.
No, sure.
No, sorry.
Your football's horrible.
Jesus.
Horrible.
He's playing next to Højbjerg, bro. Let's be real. Come on, listen. If Kane doesn't play them...
How can you laugh, bro? What's wrong with you?
Bro, sometimes you gotta laugh, bro. You see Magic, he says things for reaction, bro. Sometimes you have to laugh.
Okay, fair enough.
I know Magic down to a T, bro.
Man used Højbjerg a punchline.
I'm going to ask you a question, yeah? I'm going to ask you a question. if you take Kane out of that team now, who plays the balls in for Son?
But did you see Son's stats when Kane was injured?
I'm just saying right now, how Jose's got you man set up.
Yeah.
Kane is not crossing,
We
clearing off
signed
the line,
Firmino on loan from Liverpool.
tackles. Yeah, making tackles, hitting long balls. Who's doing it?
Lloris, innit?
Don't take the piss. That's a
Lloris.
Lloris.
The way I'm waiting for that injury, man.
Lamella,
Toby, hey, shout out to Toby. Toby can ping a long ball, bro.
Bro, you're
Listen,
going back
that
to
makes
the
sense.
04,
That makes
05
sense.
Jose
Harry
method,
Kane,
bro.
right.
Long
That's
ball.
like saying take Fernandes out of Man United team. You're dead.
No,
Finished.
that's what you've
Yeah,
already
I can't lie
said.
to you, man.
That's what
I've
you've
not
already
said
said.
I've not said that. Where did I say that? Show me the video.
Or maybe not you, but someone today
Oh.
said that. They said
Wow.
Bruno
Maybe.
Fernandes came in and saved Oli. Rather
Yeah,
than...
someone did say that, but it wasn't me.
Yeah, cool, but I'm just saying it's the same with Kane.
I don't feel if you take Kane out the side, Spurs necessarily finish 14th.
I think they die. No, not finish 14th.
Or die because like
Not with the
die.
squad we got now. Not with the squad we got now. Last year, you could have said that.
No. Even last season, I disagree because 2 seasons ago, was it 2 seasons ago when we Champions League final? Or was that last season?
Yeah.
But that's with a different manager.
No. All right, cool. I thought you were just talking about with Kane at the team.
Saying, MJ, but you see, the thing is with Jose, yeah, he's relying so heavily on Kane. When Kane, but look when Kane got injured last season.
Yeah, but you could say that about Jose Mourinho. Any club has been there because at Chelsea, you take Drogba out, they weren't as good.
No, but they still won games with Drogba.
Yeah.
No, but they weren't as good.
They didn't solely depend on Drogba.
When he didn't have Kane, bro,
They had goals all over the gaff. They had Lampard scoring all 20, 30 goals.
Amazon, you know, just go watch Amazon again, bro. Your documentary.
Essien, all sorts.
But I'm not disputing that Kane though is not playing a vital part, and maybe because Jose Mourinho has got to a point where he's got those kind of players around Kane who can contribute. I think he's got Son one. I think the left back, and it's not he's going to score goals. He's going to be a huge player for us going forward.
Yeah, he's good. Very good.
I think Højbjerg, in terms of what you're saying defensively, is going to be very good for us. I'm talking players where win us games, whether it's saving it or scoring it. And I think once Bale gets up flying, I think Bale is going to get back to his best. I know people are saying he's not back to his best, but I think he will. Because I saw a glimpse of it on Thursday, where he was like doing things where a player that's previously he was just laying the ball off and not trying to beat man. He weren't trying to push the ball past people. So
who's he playing again? Ludogorets.
Yeah. It doesn't matter who you're playing against. I'm talking about the player. I'm talking about the player.
You said it yourself, innit? We're playing European football on a Thursday, bruv.
I'm saying to you, it doesn't matter. I'm saying a player who's getting match fit and getting better, it becomes more confident. That's what I'm trying to say.
Now listen, when Bale gets back his sharpness, he will be a problem. But recognise the opposition.
Do you really think so, Toby?
I think when Bale was sharp, he knows where the back of the net is.
And I also think
you don't need to be Bale with old.
I also think Lo Celso just needs to find his way in Mourinho's style. And I think he's going to be a top player for us. I don't think he's nowhere near it yet. I think he's way off it. I don't think you totally understand what.
He's not fit yet, though.
But no one's saying Son and Bale and these players ain't good. What they're saying is, if you take Kane out, everyone else is pushed back, and they don't have they don't have such a great player to spray the balls. Kane should not be spraying balls. He shouldn't be.
No,
the ball should be sprayed to him.
So if we're going to be honest, sorry to cut you, Chris. If we're going to be honest, if Kane wasn't playing today, Tottenham are not winning today.
They're not.
Based on that performance, we're not winning today. If we're being honest, Justin, I'm going to be honest, bro.
Yeah, but Kane's done that a few times for us.
Yeah, but Kane played shit in that game. If I'm honest.
I'm also saying on Thursday, man's talking about that team on Thursday we played. If Son didn't come on, I think we draw that game or lose. So you can say it doesn't matter about opposition. You got to respect every opposition, and some players are going to win. Today we're playing against West Brom. West Brom are going down, so you can't like say we're playing against a top team. Every man's got to contribute where it's necessary. At the moment, it's just Kane or Son. I'm giving you that, but it's not just Kane every game. I'm not having that.
Without Kane, Son don't perform to the height that he performed.
That's lies. The stats prove otherwise. The stats prove that Kane. Son scores more goals with not this season. Take this season out of it. Son scores more goals without Kane in the team.
Well, look, the injury's coming, and when it comes, let's visit. I would
be more confident now if we got Kane got injured, then I would last season. When Kane got injured last season, we was
No,
dead.
I wouldn't. Not
If I was doing
until that
memes,
Brazilian
if I was
striker
doing
starts scoring.
memes, right there, catch a bitch. That's what I put it. That's what I wanted to hear from you. I'm happy.
But anyway,
All right.
I'm gonna rate him. I'm gonna
Yeah.
rate him, and I'm gonna give. You know what? I'll be nice, and I'll give Jose, including this season, but based on last season as well, I'll give him a 5. So I'll put him right
Okay.
down.
I'll give Jose a 4. I'll give him a 4. I'm not going to be biased just yet. You know, I still want to see more from Spurs. I don't feel his plan has been executed fully just yet. It's 8 games as well. It's obviously this is his first full season. So until it's May, we'll be able to see what he does. Because like it's all good giving him 1, 2, and 3, but God forbid the Spurs don't win a trophy. What's our excuse?
It's Tottenham.
I heard that.
You fool.
All right, cool.
Do you know what I mean?
Who's left? Toby.
I'm probably gonna. I was inclined to give him a 3/4, but then I remembered Jose's level, which is on a calm season with his team, like his proper team that he's put together is league. So let's be honest, he shouldn't really be in this conversation with these other men. It's slightly disrespectful, but because he is. Bruv, listen, if you check Jose's CV,
you're right.
there's about 50 major trophies, bruv. No joke, bruv. Like, let's put respect on man's name, innit?
100%.
So for me, Jose's, like what other man's 2 or 1 is a Jose's 4 or 5 or maybe even 6. Like Ollie and Frank can't shine man's shoes like that. So I'm gonna give him a 5 because we can see what his team's gonna do when it's finished. But even now, I'm not going to lie to you. I kind of think Tottenham might be causing a few problems in this season. Not going to win it, but they're going to have a say in who maybe does. But where I think Tottenham are weak is centre back and Aurier. Real talk, bruv. Didn't Jose say it on the DVD, bruv? You give me heart attack because I know that you can do nonsense.
Yeah.
So for me, it's the 2 centre backs and
The only thing I'll say
Aurier.
about Aurier, I don't rate him, but I think he's done well this season.
He's hardly played
because Jose's messages are ringing in his ears. You know.
But I'm not having him. I'm not having him.
When you really see who footballers are, is when there's like 10 to 12 games left, and there's a little bit of fatigue, and if they're going well, yeah, and when they're going well, they get a little bit overconfident, and that's when man try to do Cruyff turn John Stone style when they're in the box club. No, real talk. When man start feeling themselves, so yeah, I think come the running, we'll see where Jose's got this team. But I think Tottenham will finish, I think, 3rd or 4th, which is a 5 or a 6 for Jose, like, if we're being honest.
All right, cool. Me, I'm just going to say straight out, I'm not going to overdo it or underdo it. I just think he's been average. 5, I think he was going to be... I think he was bad. I think he was rubbish when he first come. I was laughing. I thought this is beautiful stuff.
We had no confidence.
But then he's turned it. Obviously, he's got the signings in, and they look better. So if I put both of that together, I'm going to come with average. I'm going to come with a 5, which kind of averages out to a 5. I mean, so his overall rating. Is going to be 5. Ancelotti for Everton. We're going to start with Toby. 1 to 10, Toby. Ancelotti, what do you think? And when I say these things, I know everyone's saying put some respect on his name. He's done X, Y, Z. But I mean, at the clubs they're at, and I only ask that because of we've got those club people here.
We got to keep it even. Yeah, I would say Ancelotti so far. Everton, I'll give him a 3 because Everton would never have a hope in hell of signing the players that they have for the money they have if it wasn't for Ancelotti and the clout that his name has in the market. And I also think Everton have an inferiority complex, which he's slowly started to do away from. Like, if you look at the Merseyside derby, no matter how good a run Everton have been on under Moyes or whoever else, as soon as they turn up against Liverpool, it's like Big Brother's home. Yeah, give me the remote, bruv. You don't watch TV now. Like, they just get bossed about. But this one, I saw Everton actually believe that they could do something. So, yeah, I think Ancelotti's he's done. If he'd done any better, you would have said he would have worked a miracle. Hello?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm giving him a 3.
That's fair enough, man. That's fair enough. Gaffer.
Yeah, I think he said. I think what I would agree with really. Who would have thought James Rodriguez would sign for Everton? Calvin Lewin, I thought he was dead before Ancelotti came. I'm honest with you.
Everyone did.
He's made him look like someone who could be another Harry Kane that's just come out of the blue. If I'm honest with you, I know it's probably too early to say that, but I do think he's got goals in. I think his movement is tremendous. I heard his work made him look at Philip Inzaghi videos, and if that's true, that's not a bad person to copy. Yeah, and they do like a team that everyone wants to take serious now. Everton's always a team where you think, oh yeah, if you don't give your best, you'll probably lose. But you know, if you played your best, you'll beat them.
Yeah.
Where now, I think you have to play your best and be on it, or you're going to lose. And people are respecting him, so he's done all that. And I agree. If he was doing any better than what he's doing now, he'd probably be doing like another Ranieri, which would be a miracle with Leicester. So yeah, I'll give him a solid 3 as well.
Okay, fair enough. MJ.
I'll give him a 5, and I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why I give Ancelotti a 5. Okay, they came to White Hart Lane, beat us 1-0. Some of the teams that Everton have beaten, those teams haven't started yet, so I can't give him a high score until like certain teams have started. So I've heard Chris say many a times. I've heard Magic say the same as well. That in regards to United, they had no pre-season. Okay, so maybe if they played Man United first three games of the season, it might be a different score. It might be a different result. Now Man United are starting to get a feel for it. Certain players are playing regularly and so on and so forth. We saw what happened at their home ground, and it could have been more. It could have been more to United, if we're honest. Ancelotti, good manager, good history, won a few cups, but Everton is Everton.
Big man, did you just say won a few cups? This don't won the Champions League 3 times.
Yeah. But no, it's won it a few times, but he hasn't won nothing at Everton, innit? So
you see, MJ, I like you, man. You man disrespect the past too much, man.
No. But we can't live in the past. We can't live in the past.
But
you know what? Toby, you know why I said he won a few cups? Because I can't remember all the cups he's won. I can't remember all the cups he's won. So I'm not going to be like, he's won this and he's won that and he's won. I can't remember.
Your TV is your past. That's what gets you jobs.
I hear you still. I hear you. But some people.
That's your name's Frank Lampard or Solskjaer. You just get the job because you play for the club. Your CV gets you jobs.
I hear you. But the CV never got Pochettino the job at Spurs.
The CV never got Pep the job.
Nah, I did. The Southampton CV got him the job.
What? Feed the club for Liverpool?
Yeah. What good players though.
And your job as well.
Yeah. What about Pep? What got him the job? His first job.
Yeah,
Boy,
it's team at Barcelona. He done quite well.
It was Cruyff. It was Cruyff, bro. Listen. Do you think you're working at Man United if Fergie says no?
He was managing the Barcelona team.
He did the Barcelona team, to be fair. He done his apprenticeship.
But Cruyff gave him that. Bro, there's certain clubs, yeah, if certain men say no, you don't work there. Like, if Fergie says no, you can even get a job as a kit man at United.
Roy Keane won't get a job at Man United. Which I think
all I'm saying is he didn't get it on his CV. Some people do, some people don't. Some people do, some people don't.
All I'm going to say, with Ancelotti, bruv, bear in mind he won the league and FA Cup double in his first season at Chelsea, innit? So the reason, that's what I'm saying. So, like, with the team and club that Everton is, for him to have them, would you say they're in the title race? Not seriously, but right now, you would say they're in the race.
Where are they right now? I don't know.
I wouldn't say they're in the title race.
I wouldn't say they're in the title race.
I think they can finish. I think they can finish.
No, they've dropped since.
No, they're about 5th. But I think if they get Richarlison back, and I think they can, and they have an injury-free season, I think they can challenge for 5th, 4th.
Top 4 in it, yeah.
I don't know about. I think 5th, 4th that would be the best. I think they can do this season.
No, I say them finishing 6th. I see them finishing 6th. I can't see them being consistent towards the end of the season. I don't see it.
Well, you're giving the 5.
Yeah,
let's go to Tav. We'll be here all day. Tav, 1 to 10.
Nah, I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5, man. I'll give him a 5. He's done all right, you know what I'm saying? But when I think about it, he hasn't really played any major teams like that. Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool, United. What was it? That's really it. He hasn't really done anything to really give him a high rating, if I'm honest. So, yeah, 5.
Okay. Magic?
I'll give him probably a 4. I'll give him about 4, like 3, 4. Really good manager. Obviously, we know his pedigree. Some of the players, like as just said, like who would have thought that like the likes of like Alan, James Rodriguez.
Oh, about Alan as well, yeah.
Yeah, like the good players, man. Like he's got Digne playing really well. Like he's that Holgate's playing really well.
Iwobi.
That would be bad.
Yeah. Listen, and we can see like Calvin Lewis. We can see Calvin Lewis has become a real player, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, as I said, like the Inzaghi tapes, and he's got Duncan Ferguson working with him on his headers.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Yeah, man. Like, I think Everton will be challenging probably for like a cup, and they'll be definitely getting European football. That's what they should be getting next season for that season, for next season. So,
Rodriguez, though, can I say, where was he before Everton?
Bayern Munich.
Was he playing consistently?
Yeah,
Nah.
Bayern Munich.
He hasn't played consistently since Real Madrid.
Nah,
correct?
he wasn't. He was a benchman. He's been a benchman for the last 5 years, isn't it?
No,
So he needed this job. He needed this. He needed this
and
team.
then he went on loan to Bayern.
Yeah, he wasn't doing nothing there.
But bro, Real Madrid and Bayern and Everton, fam, do you know, like, come on, bro. That's like man stitched you up at the job centre, bro, from Bayern Munich to Everton.
But he wasn't consistently performing. He wasn't playing well. So
what the point is, he went there for the manager. You know how old Everton Stadium is? You see how small their tunnel is.
But MJ, it's like, all right, MJ, do you rate Coutinho?
Yeah.
Okay, but look at him, benchman.
Yeah.
No, he's playing at Barcelona.
No, he plays now.
Yeah, he's playing now because Barcelona like, they ain't got shit.
Barcelona.
Shit. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro.
It's
like,
easy. It's easy to become a benchman at them top tier teams. You know, like guys that light up the Prem, bro. Go there and see no time.
Did you see his no-look header?
He mocked it, but he disappeared in that game, though. This is the only thing I will say about James, bro.
He's got quality, bro. He's a baller. Big baller.
I think Bruno's just shading him at the minute, though. I can't lie to you. The boy Fernandes is consistent, bro.
He's been cold, man.
Consistent.
People forgetting that Everton have lost 3 on the trot, you know.
Shit.
They did, but they had injuries. Richarlison's been out for God knows. James only came back against us.
Richarlison's massive player.
Like, they've had a few injuries. And they haven't
I'll
really
take him at Spurs all day long, mate.
Yeah, his movements is a problem, bro. Like, if you look at where he takes defenders, bro.
He's sick in the air, mate. I'm telling you that.
So you're going with 4. I'm going to go with 4. I think he's doing a good job. I don't think we can get too carried away. It's not like you're thinking he's going to win the league or this and the other, but he's doing a good job. Like I say, we're only 6-7 games in. 8 for some. Man United, we're on 7. So yeah, 4 from me. Now that was the managers I had. Toby came in like a wrecking ball, was not happy, and Klopp. I don't think you can put Klopp in there with the team with Liverpool he's got because it's just a 1. It's just simply a 1. So if you want me to bring in Pep, we can. If you want to rate Pep, or we can
don't misrepresent my thing. Yeah, my issue was that you said that Klopp and fucking Pep was exempt, and Jose ain't, bruv. And I said Jose has done more
previously
in his 2 stints at Chelsea than them 2 men have put together.
Yeah.
If we're talking about in England, let's have it straight, bruv. It's Fergie and then Jose, bruv. Then Wenger and the rest of them, man, can.
Well, I'm talking about for their current squads.
That's why I came in late. I didn't catch it all in it, so fair enough. I allowed the question to continue.
But then Chris
is laughing inside, you know.
Chris, but if you're saying for current squad, is Guardiola not failing at Man City?
Say that again, sorry.
If you're saying for current squad, is Guardiola not underachieving at Man City right now?
I think he is, but everyone disagrees with anything I say. So
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
All right. Let's quickly run through Pep.
How much did he spend? $1 billion.
Close.
Oh,
I think you're actually close.
No, I swear we spent that.
Is it even that? Oh, wow.
Pep can spend 200 million without you even looking, bruv. Like, you turn around, bruv, and 200 million out of the account, bruv. I'm not even going to lie to you. Bruv, like, you signs £50 million players that you don't see, bruv. Where's Mendy, bruv? Can anyone tell me where Bernard Mendy is?
There.
Injured? See? This is what I'm saying. Where is he, bruv? Man don't know.
Like Pep Pep's net spend reaches 565 million.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Mad thing.
nets as well.
Mad thing.
That's taken away what they sold.
And they've sold man like Leroy
Wow.
Sané. They've sold man like Leroy Sané, bro. He must have spent easily over.
Have you got his actual spend?
Wow, I'm gonna have a look, bro. Let me just tap this out.
That is shed loads.
Yeah, wait.
And no
All I'm gonna
Champions
say-
League.
all I'm gonna
Quarterfinals
say-
the most.
No Champions League final.
He's never won it, has he?
He's never got past
Not
the
without
quarters.
Messi. Not without Messi.
He hasn't won it with Messi.
He has
Yeah,
won
he
it.
did win it.
He has,
He
yeah?
won it like 3 times, bro.
Okay. My bad.
No Champions League final is an issue, bruv.
Bruv, he's not got past the
Right,
quarters.
article there.
What about
This should have
what
been
about
Leon.
Bayern?
MJ, have a look. Wait.
All right, cool.
What about Bayern? Did he win it at Bayern?
No, he
Nah, he didn't even make a final at Bayern, bruv.
Oh,
Do you remember that game, yeah, where Bayern got slapped 7-0 in the semi-finals?
Yeah.
That turnover was disgusting, bruv.
jeez. Well, what we got here for the whole spend before I wrap up the show?
1 second, bro.
It's got to be in the 8s. It's definitely in the 8s, bruv.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be. He spent a lot of time.
How many leagues has he won? 2.
He won a league in every country he's been in.
No. How many leagues has he won in England? Is it 2?
Yeah, 2, yeah.
2 leagues and about
Yeah.
4 cups in it. I think they've won about 4 or 5 cups. He banged out bare them Carabaos and fucking.
He's bought 110 players.
Jesus Christ, bruv.
And
What? Who? What?
No.
Sorry. No, he spent 832.
Yeah, bruv, I'm sorry. For 800 million, no Champions League final, bruv. You can't get more than a 5.
Anyway,
You can't, bruv.
Chris, I'm done, mate.
Boys,
Easy.
peace, love. Thanks for turning up again. I'll see you next week.
We're ready for the champagne, baby. We're ready for the goose, for any. The girls that we're seeing on the telly. We do it for the pounds and the